Hey guys, it is your favorite Redstone tutorial guide, Lenny112. So, today we're going to be teaching you how and what a tick is. A tick is basically a time frame for redstone. It means usually from the time where you push a button or a lever to the time that the action you want to do is done. So I'm quickly going to do a simple demonstration. It is the redstone lamp demonstration. So this is the redstone lamp has on with one tick. It's exactly one tick from my flip the lever to one tick when the redstone lamp lights up. So it's also the same thing when I flip the lever. It's also one tick away from the redstone lamp going dark again. But we could make this better by using a repeater, and a repeater makes it longer. This repeater is set at one more tick, so it takes one more tick in between. It sets up a little bit more delay. You click the repeater again, now it's a 2-tick delay. Then 3 ticks. Then 4 ticks. And you can definitely see at the end, it is a delay. So, it is really cool, but there is many different kinds of things you can do to make ticks faster or slower, or or not even have ticks at all, kind of. There's redstone clocks that make constant ticks. You don't have to continue pressing this lever. It is just something like this, where you could constantly have redstone rotating. And it would be much easier for me to activate this on 4 ticks to show you, or for some reason it's not going to work. Yeah, this is not working, but I'll show you one thing that I had from the last episode, the redstone clock episode. So, boom, 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 boom. Redstone clock. See, if you look at that, it is constantly outputting a signal, and that signal speed would be at 1 tick. It is moving at 1 tick, maybe even less than 1 tick. It's not even moving a tick, it's moving a fourth of a tick. This is I could call fast ticks, and it's very much different with this tick. It's better if I use the button for this situation. But button, and we use the button. A button is just temporary. Now it is temporary. When we press it, it's 1 tick. For when it deactivates, it's also 1 tick. But if we hook this up to the redstone clock, it's always on. It's always on. So that's how you know it's less than a tick, if something never turns off. Or if a piston actually moves faster than a piston usually would. So this is what I call negative ticks, because they're not even a tick. They're just a fraction of a tick. But there is really cool things you can do with ticks, and it just makes it even more useful, because ticks are kind of like a timer. They're like a timer. And say I were to put let's say, I don't even know how much ticks this will be. These are repeaters. Set them all to 4 ticks. Oops. By the way, you do that by clicking on them. If I set them all to 4 ticks, it's gonna be a longer time from when the piston's gonna activate. Or I don't know why I'm not keeping the redstone lamp. The redstone lamp to activate. As you can see, one repeater is how long it takes for 4 ticks to get. So this will be 4 ticks, 8 ticks, 12 ticks, 16 ticks, 20 ticks, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44 ticks. So that would be 44 ticks. And if you like, say, want to do like something with, let's probably use this. Just you want to get 2. It's got deactivated this. Using a piston, it stays longer. Then okay. And this could be like they could be used for races, timers, for like there's somewhere you can time how fast or how good a horse is, you know. And that's many different ways tick-the-ways can be, you know, used and utilized. But if you still don't get it, you gotta give me a second. I'm gonna go to Microsoft Paint. So I'm in Paint, and for those of you that can't, you know, that don't quite understand, I'm gonna help you out a little bit. So I did a demonstration on basically kind of like a model, but on like how tick works. Okay, let's say you're on a walk and you're at point A, but you're trying to get to point B. It's not instant. It takes time to get to point A, from point A to point B. And ticks would be the line in between point A and point B. There will be time, and each little square might be a tick or less than a tick. It's just in your imagination. My bad. But in your imagination. So, if I walk at point A, it would take me, say I'm on like an average walk that I took every day, it would take me maybe around 15 minutes. So 15 to 30 minutes. But I'll get my back on topic. That probably relate to 15 to 30 minutes. Will probably relate to 15 to 30 ticks. You can put it that way. And let's say we want to get even more crazy and add a line. Add line C. That might not take. It might take, you know, less time to point B, or take more time to point B. It's going to take more or less ticks, right? So you're trying to activate 2 things with this one little thing. You know, one little lever, button, redstone torch, whatever. You're trying to activate 2 things. So it might take longer to get to point C than it takes to get to point B. And you might be able to see that through like redstone lamps, pistons, whatever you're building. And then let's say, oh, point D. Let's do point D. Point D, it might be even shorter than point B or point C, depending on how you're going. So it might be the first one to do it, or the last one, or the second one, or the third one. I don't know. It would be useful to know this, but it does. The point of time does matter in these redstone builds. So let's say you need point C to get activated first. You move point B a tad bit farther, or have point B in a separate path, like it'd be on this path or something, instead of the point C path that would be on. Or if you want point B to go first before point C, but after point D, it would be point C would go on a longer track from A than point B and D will be. So this time frame, if you want to, most cases don't, but if you want it to be longer, or want to be longer, you have to add more ticks to one of the lines than the other lines. If you want to say point D, you have less ticks. Point B, you have, say you want to last, you have more ticks. Point C, you have less ticks than B, but more ticks than D. And it would be extremely useful knowledge to know that repeaters, you know, the things I show you, can be made have almost infinite. You can almost have infinite ticks if you put them in a straight line, but you can't put them on blocks above or blocks below. It has to be in a straight line. It has to be, can't be diagonal either. It can be diagonal, but it depends on how you do it. So this is just a little demonstration for people who don't know it, or people who do know it. It's still a little tougher time to, you know, learn it because you have to do physical stuff. But it's a nice little visualization of how this could be affected without actually building anything. So now let's add in, what do we put? Point E into effect. A point E. I'm terrible at drawing, but point E. Now E is all the way down here, right? Point A is just not going to have enough, you know, it's not going to be able to get there without the use of repeaters. So repeaters would, you know, give a little more extra length, but it is extremely useful to know that repeaters always delay one tick no matter what. There's no setting that says it could be 0 ticks or add 0 ticks. It's always 1 tick. So it could be extremely challenging to point E go first, then point D, B, or C. So what you could do is build a redstone clock, which I did show you on the first video. Well, not the first video, but the last video, the latest one. I said the redstone clock right here. It can go right here. And the redstone clock will provide, you know, plenty of power. Say using the particular torch one I like to use, the one with the repeaters going on 4 sides in the redstone. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And it can provide the same amount as a repeater, but also it has negative ticks, what I talk about, are super fast. That's not even like a tick, so that would actually speed up E to make it better and make it faster. But there is a problem with that, is that the lag. So you gotta be prepared for a lag. But this is just a little demonstration, little part for people who have a little bit a hard time trying to understand this. So yeah, I'm gonna. So I just want to intervene here, guys. But you know, statistically, there's been a study that people who subscribe to my channel have a 100% chance of becoming millionaires compared to the people that don't subscribe to my channel, which have 0. So if you like this video, please subscribe and hit a like. But if you don't like this video, you're gonna cry yourself to sleep tonight, you little baby. You're gonna die. You're gonna die alone in this little world where you're not gonna survive. And yeah, that's it basically. Yeah, that's basically it, you know? Yeah, let's get back to the video. Get back to the Minecraft right now. Alright, so what we can do is set up a point A, which will be the button. Point B, say redstone lamp right here. Point D, which will be right here. Point C, which will be right here. And then our point, sorry, I don't know why I'm seeing, but okay. Point E, which will be right here. Now they'll all be the same, but say you want a particular one to activate first. Let's say we want point E to be activated first. And we'll make all the other ones have ticks. Say we want a particular order of E, B, D, and C. We'll do E, we'll have 0 ticks, 0 repeaters. We'll have 1 tick obviously, but 0 repeaters. Point B will have a repeater with 2 ticks. Point D will have a repeater with, hold on, a repeater with 3 ticks. Oh, 3 tick action right there. And then point C will have a repeater with 4 ticks. Now we go like this, and you'll see that these little repeaters actually keep it on too, which is really nice. And since we have no repeaters here, E goes off first. But we press this again, you can see even brighter. E lifts back up because it has 0 repeaters. If we remove all this good connection, it all gets dark. And yeah, so basically what it is really just teaching you start times. It is start times. So first is D, which is the one we want. Second is E, then B, then C. So it's a little help with you. It's a little help for like visual gens. There's many different learning styles, but this is trying to include all of them to one type package, which you can't really easily get in one video. But yeah, this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to teach everybody here. So hopefully you guys understand ticks a little bit more. Hopefully I didn't make you even more confused. But you know what? This is the end of the video. I mean, there's plenty more stuff I could teach you about ticks, but it would take maybe an hour and a half video to fully disclose like everything in detail ticks, and I don't think you have the time. I don't think I have the time. This little redstone guides, I guess, that I could expand upon later. But if you like this video, please subscribe and please hit the like button, because I really appreciate it, because the YouTube algorithm sucks. So you know what, I hope you have a great day, and well, I hope you get better at redstone building. See you next time. Hey guys, I just need to tell you something while I'm editing this. I am sorry about the audio. It's kind of messed up, and also the fan. Yeah, the fan's not great. It's a little bit it's my AC, just because of the summer, so I can't really fix it. But also, please go and check out my friend's channel. They're called Green and Epics, and they make some really good content. And they're more of a survivalistic or builders kind of. So they're very good. And also, please, I need them to answer me, please. I've been trying to contact them, and they're not answering. But please help me, please answer, please. Green, Epic, one of y'all, please answer, please. If you can't tell, it's a fake crowd, but I still want them to answer me, really, because we're friends.